Hey guys, adearnshaw here. I get asked quite often how to beat different kinds of opponents, whether that's like a clincher or a kicker or a boxer. Um, and this is my most recent fight. It's my comeback fight after like 5 years off. And this guy was just a boxer. I wasn't aware that he was just a boxer until I was about to fight. It's quite normal in Thailand for the gamblers to come over to you if they want to bet money for you to win. They'll come over and kind of tell you a little bit about your opponent because they normally know who they are, even if you don't. And that happened here. That's why it's important to be good at everything. Like you can, specialize in things, but yeah, like other than like being aware of what an opponent might do very well, you should be really well rounded, in my opinion. I've heard Borkow say the same thing too. So I'm probably right. So yeah, going into this fight, didn't know who I was fighting, but he looked fit. And when I saw him shadow boxing, he did look like a typical Soviet style boxer, very light footwork and stuff. So yeah, let's just go into the fight and see what we can break down. Yeah, he was champion of Bangladesh. I've seen him fight a few times afterwards. He's been like really active in Phuket, so if you're here, you might see him. Okay, so one of the first things that I'd say about when you fight a boxer, it's really important to take away their legs. Like you really want to try and shut them down. So what I'm always trying to do is put pressure on them so that they can't get their feet underneath them, but like really load up power into their shots. So try and walk the ring down. But if you can, try to land leg kicks so that they can't push forward the same way, and take away their power hand. Opponent here is orthodox, so like his power hand is obviously his right side. So you see really quickly, I'll throw a left kick into his wrist. There you go. And again. Okay, so there you go. Just going to work on it straight away, just to put him off throwing that right hand. And there's the low kick. Now I can box. It's just that if I tried to just punch with him, like they're making the fight more even than I needed to. I could tell from the first time that the kick landed that he wasn't going to be able to defend, and you could just see like doubling up on the low kick there. Left hook on my arm. But you can see because he's not able to get his feet underneath him, I'm pushing him forward, pushing backwards the whole time, taking the ring away from him. You can kind of see the panic in his feet. We did speak a little bit afterwards. He was quite experienced, so he'd had quite a few like amateur boxing fights and whatever, and a few Muay Thai. They did cut that round short. There's no way that was 3 minutes. Fun fact, aka that are doing these events, these recordings, they let this one go on their website for free. Is it Muay Thai Fights Live or something? Well, you can just go on aka Thailand.tv, and you'll see like the fights from Bangla Stadium here. I was actually AKA's first sponsored Muay Thai fighter, so yeah, all the way back in like 2013 or 14. This is a British fighter, Lee Colville. It's currently signed to PFL, but he was a protege of Ramon Dekkers, obviously the legendary kickboxer. It's hard to see here, but there's some damage above his leg here, like some reddening, and there's some reddening like in the ribs. If reddening's a word, it might not be. So yeah, you can see that because the left kick has been effective on his right arm, he's not really throwing it, and he's trying to shoot for a single. But yeah, it's put him off throwing that. There's a few times he was dipping his head into the kick. It's obviously a bad idea. There you go, see it again. I did post this on Reddit and got hated on. People saying I was heavier and stuff like that, but we actually weighed the same. 78 kilos that day. I'm only 5'10". But yeah, so when you've got an advantage over somebody, you don't need to make the fight even or engage in a war. You just need to keep yourself bit, but you need to be prepared for everything. There you go. He's had enough now. I'll cue the cringe, celebrating. Yeah, so there you go. Shut down your opponent. If they are a boxer, just need to, in my opinion, your best way to try and shut them down is to take the ring away from them, and if you can land onto their legs, try and take their front leg away from them and their power hand. So against an orthodox opponent, your targets would be taking away their back arm and their left leg. Against a southpaw, it'd be their right leg and their left arm. So yeah, there you go. How to beat a boxer made easy. Alright, I'll speak to you soon, guys.